What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight, and today I have some Yu-Gi-Oh news for you guys. A little bit of late night Yu-Gi-Oh news, so be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I hope you guys are still doing well during this whole quarantine thing. Anyway, I thought I'd make a video on this, whereas I didn't on the number monsters, sorry. I mean, we did finally get the rest of the numbers, which when there's an opening on those, or when they come out, I'll definitely do an opening is what I mean, and a numbers update. But I wanted to talk about these cards because it's basically some older monsters coming back in new forms. So we have an older version of Baby Dragon, as well as a fusion monster of Time Wizard, a Harpie Lady Synchro monster, and then even a Jinzo XYZ monster. And some of these cards are looking really good. Like, I'm actually pretty impressed with all four, because I didn't know if it would be mainly just nostalgia and not that great. And I'm looking forward to these cards. I gotta say, more than just for the nostalgia points either. Also, they're going to be part of this whole prismatic special pack that's coming out for Japan. We won't get that. It'll be some other form. Like, I could see these maybe being thrown into the Mega Tins or something for us. I mean, of course, nothing's been confirmed yet, but yeah, I think we'll get these cards probably after the summer and fairly quickly. I don't see us waiting too long for them. And yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about them. Of course, everything will be in the description. You want to follow along with me. So first off, we have 100 Dragon, which is level 4 wind, dragon monster, 1,800 attack, 1,000 defense. Once per turn, you can have this card gain levels equal to the number of cards you control, and if it does, it gains 100 attack for each level gained. These changes last until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster that you control that was special summoned from the extra deck. The next time that a face-up monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, it is not destroying. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of the, I guess, older version of Baby Dragon, like I said before, in between Baby Dragon and Thousand Dragon, which I like the idea. Anyway, it looks like he gets stronger, though, with the more cards you control, which I could see that being pretty interesting, and he can even help protect one of your extra deck monsters, which is something we'll probably touch on a little bit later, because it kind of seems like he might have a little synergy with the new Time Wizard Fusion that we're going to talk about next. Anyway, I mean, he seems interesting, but I don't really see him being that crazy. He's not really the more playable, I feel like, of the new cards. But I like the idea, and he does have some good effects to him, too. So, yeah, he seems okay, I guess, is my review of him for now. But yeah, we do have this one next, which is Time Magician. Of course, yeah, he's not a wizard anymore. He's actually a magician. I guess that's higher level, right? Let's see. Level 5 light spellcaster fusion monster, 2,000 attack, 1,900 defense. The materials for a fusion are a time wizard and one effect monster. By the way, with him being level 5, yes, that does mean instant fusion works with him. So remember that when we're reading off this effect. Anyway, once per turn, if this card was fusion summoned, you can toss a coin and call it. If you called right, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the total original attack of the destroyed face-up monsters. If you called it wrong, destroy as many monsters on the field as possible, and if you do, you take damage, basically. So, I'm just going to sum that up. It's basically, you know, if you call it right, you destroy everything, and then your opponent takes the damage. If you call it wrong, you still destroy everything, but you take the damage. Alright? Is that a better way just to sum it up? Basically, though, this is actually looking like one of the best of all the new cards, because, like I said, this looks like it's going to work great with Instant Fusion, and then you also are getting sort of a dark hole sort of effect to go along with that, so that's really good. Also, as one of my friends was talking to me about too, before I made a video on this, this could even be sort of an like a interesting super polymerization target as well. Maybe you throw in a Time Wizard, which is a little situational, yes, but it just needs an effect monster to be part of the fusion. Wait for their combo to kind of go super poly, boom, bring out this card. You take away one of their monsters, and then also, yeah, you just destroy everything too. Like I said, a dark hole. Even if you call it wrong, either way, whatever. It's going to be better, obviously, if you call it right, because you're doing that burn damage, which can win a game, and if you call it wrong, it could be enough burn damage for you to lose the game. That's kind of the double-edged sword to it, but either way, being able to destroy a bunch of cards, that's really good. So, I gotta say, and I was hoping for this anyway, when we saw the artwork, we didn't know the effect. The Time Magician, the new Time Wizard card, is probably my favorite of all of them. So, and I'm really happy to say that, because I was hoping for it to be good, and yeah, it looks pretty scary good. Then after that, we have Harpie Lady Scratch Crash. This is a level 8 wind winged beast synchro monster, which I never thought I'd say that for Harpie Ladies. Anyway, 2,600 attack, 1,400 defense. It is generic, so it's one tuner and one or more non-tuner monsters. And its effect is, for this card's synchro summon, you can treat one Harpie Lady, or excuse me, one Harpie monster you control as a tuner. You can only use this card's names to effect once per turn. This card's name is treated as Harpie Lady while it's face up or in the graveyard. When a spell trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can target one monster your opponent controls, or one Harpie monster you control, return it to the hand. So, first off, it is generic, but of course it can still work with Harpie Ladies very well. I love the first part of its effect because it works well with Harpie Ladies right now. We're not having to throw in a tuner monster, anything like that, or have to run a tuner monster, no. It just makes it so one of the Harpies that you already have becomes a tuner. So that means you could throw this into Harpies right now. So it does seem useful on that. Also, it's a pretty good synchro even by itself. So I think this is actually really good support for Harpie Ladies. Again, something I was worried about, like are they just playing that nostalgia card, literally, and just getting people to want to get these because it's just Harpie Ladies? But no, it actually looks like it could be competitive, and I like that. I mean, this, like I said, it looks like a good synchro monster by itself, but also, too, it obviously makes sense with Harpie Ladies, so I'm happy. I gotta say, I'm looking forward to trying it out. And like I said, I love that effect. We're not having to throw in a tuner monster. No, it can just make one of those Harpies a tuner. And then, of course, the last one that we have right here is probably one that I think most people are going to be really excited about, and that is Jinzo Lair. It is a rank 6 Dark Machine XC monster, 2,400 attack, 1,500 defense, requires 2 level 6 monsters. So again, it is generic. It's not just for like Jinzo or something. Anyway, its effect is, you can detach one material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls, gain control of that monster until the end phase, but it cannot activate its effects, nor can it attack. If there is a trap card on the field, you contribute one monster, and if you do, destroy one face-up card on the field. So, basically, and I see everyone summing it up like this, it's a big eye for level 6 decks. You know, it's a rank 6 big eye, I guess the best way to put it. Sort of. I mean, with big eye, though, you could still attack. So there are some different things going on with it where there's a little bit of negatives, but being able to take one of your opponent's monsters, I don't care what it necessarily does. If you can take one of your opponent's monsters, it seems like with any card, that's a good thing. That is never a bad thing. I mean, you know, whether it's Snatch Steal, Big Eye, Change of Heart, right? You want to take your opponent's monster, and you can use it for your own. And also, too, if that monster can attack, who cares? Or even use its effect. You could use it as part of maybe another Xyz summon, Synchro, Pendulum, whatever. You know, use that card to help bring out more of your cards in. That's fine. Or, of course, use it as part of the second effect of this, where, you know, if there's a trap card on the field, then you can just tribute a monster, which you could tribute that monster, because that way you're still getting rid of your opponent's monster, and also destroy a face-up card on the field, which it doesn't have to be that trap card either. So, and also, it could be your own trap card, I guess, too, if you think about it like that. So, either way, this is a very good XC monster. It could be thrown in with Jinzo, but it's not just Jinzo support. Again, it feels like something that could be used in other things. So, anything that can bring out a rank 6, I would run this for sure. Definitely at 1, I'd have a copy of this, because it kind of even reminds me of like Vampire Dampier. You know, even with him, he was an XC monster. I was pretty recently able to be sort of like a big eye and take control of an opponent's monster. That's a good thing, you know, kind of thing going on. So, yeah, I feel like this is going to be a very useful card for anything that can run it. But, yeah. What do you guys think about these cards? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you like the nostalgia? I know a lot of people get sick of the original series nostalgia. I probably never will, but, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion on that. And I am hoping, though, maybe we see some retrains of some Elemental Heroes, or, I don't know. I want to see more GX and 5Ds. So, and I think we'll get to that soon, because, I mean, obviously, what else is there? I feel like we're running out of things for the original series. But I'm really happy about these cards, and like I said, a majority of these are looking very usable. Like Time Magician, for sure, and of course, Jinzo Lair are like my favorites, honestly, but I really like the Harpie Lady card. I think it's going to be good for Harpie Ladies, and Hundred Dragon's probably the one that falls, you know, the shortest in the whole thing, but I still like the card, mainly for the nostalgia, I'll admit for that. The others look more useful. So let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe again. I would appreciate that, especially if you want to see more news videos like this. And just let me know, because sometimes these do well, sometimes they don't. That's the reason I don't do as many anymore. But let me know if you just want me to do them anyway, I guess. I don't know. I'm like, with all this quarantine time and all that, I have a lot of time to think, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing sometimes. So I just want some feedback. So let me know on that. Like and subscribe. Like I said, I appreciate it. Stay safe out there, and good night or good morning whenever you're seeing this too. And I will catch you guys later. See ya.